And we live, bruv.
Welcome to Unapologetic.
Unapologetic, because we don't give a fuck, man. We don't give a fuck. What you saying, Dan?
None. There. Chilling. What are you saying?
There. I'm good, you know. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good vibe. Obviously, my missus has passed a degree in it.
Aye, aye.
So now I'm going to be a kept man.
You're going to be a what? Kept man?
I'm going to be a kept man, blood. I'm going to quit my job.
Yeah.
Going to look after my daughter. I'm going to be a house husband.
Eddie Murphy and that.
I'm not even married, but yeah, man. What's that film?
Daddy Daycare.
Daddy Daycare. I'm going to set up. Nah, my little one's already told me, man. She don't want me to do that.
It's not daycare though, is it? If it's your own child, then it's just normal, isn't
it? Just being a parent, isn't it? This is the world. It's the world we live in, man.
You know, like my man saying, "Oh, I'm just babysitting." I say, "Bro, it's your child.
It's your child looking after your child, and babysitting. Like you're getting paid and that to do a job. Man, not funny, you know."
That's what I'm saying. So you're doing celebrate.
I'm celebrating, fam. Like, I'm gonna do this podcast, and then gonna pop some bottles, done.
Easy.
WK
Blue. WKD Blue.
Fam, what you take me for? You got some soft, moist brother in that WKD Blue. I'm on the Luke Belair Rose, done.
Easy,
nah.
Easy. I got a secret stash on that.
Bottles. Nah, I had to go shopping. That secret. I know.
She told me those blue shop quickly.
Yeah. Well, when she told me, flew back on the way, you know, to do the
Aye.
You know what you got to do, and you got to be the good boyfriend and all of that.
Man's a keeper and that.
To celebrate. Oh, thank you, T. For that, I'm a keeper. Special. No, that's bad though. That's bad. But yeah, man.
Well, go on.
Not a lot done. Not a lot. We starting again. We press the reset button.
The reset.
You just asked me why I go on again, like you didn't just ask me.
Oh, not resetting. What's wrong with this guy?
Why I go on in the world?
In the world, yeah. What was I gonna say?
In the world, my G.
Do you watch Question Time?
Nah, not really. Should I?
How come no one don't watch Question Time?
I don't know, but you're the intellectual in it, so you watch things that no.
I just curious guy in it. I'm just nosy in
it. Nosy, you know.
So basically,
call yourself a peeping Tom, my G.
Nah, not peeping Tom.
You're a digital peeping Tom, innit?
Nah, cause sounds a bit odd, innit? If I say it sounds a bit
yeah, it sounds suspect.
Police knocking my door.
Recky from the Unapologetic TIIP podcast.
So I was gonna say,
yeah,
basically. So I was like to wet my whistle. I was watching Question Time,
yeah.
And the question was posed: do you think increase stop and search will reduce knife crime? Yeah. So obviously the backdrop to the whole program was it's talking about knife crime, obviously, and then they were saying some statistics on it.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? So Sadiq Khan, who's the mayor of London, he was saying, they said a statement where he said, targeting knife crime and reducing it will take like a decade, So it's a long drawn out process. It would take about 10 years.
Yeah, okay.
But then some of the other statistics on there was like, they're saying there's a race connotation to it, in it, where they're saying 2/3 of perpetrators and victims under the age of 25 are black and minority ethnic, in it.
People of color. Basically,
yeah.
In PC terms.
So then, just between me and you, I'm just gonna continue the convo in it. Like, do you think stop and search will reduce knife crime? Right?
I don't think it will. Let's be honest. Like, if we all know the statistics of stop and search minorities,
like 8 times more likely and all that.
Yeah, is it 8 times more likely? I know I've been stopped a lot, fam.
I think it goes if you're black, it's 8 times, and then if you're Asian, it's like 6 times.
Yeah,
between 4 and 6, I'm sure. Off the top of my head.
Did they give you statistics for white?
Nah, you're just less likely. So when it's 8 times more likely, it's 8 times more likely than a white person, isn't it?
That's oh yeah, yeah. That's all right, all right, all right. That was me being stupid. I
Yeah,
apologize.
it's all right. I forgive you.
I don't know if it will reduce knife crime because obviously people are going to walk with it anyway.
Yeah,
Things are
that's
going to
true.
happen, but the most times things happen, it's not the people that are carrying it and have got it on them. It's the people that are taking it out intentionally to do that fuckeries in the first place. Or is that just me in my head?
Yeah, but I get what you're saying.
If you end up doing something, you've left out with the intention of doing something. And
Yeah,
I've been in situations where when I was younger, a lot younger, I've been stupid in my life, where I've seen a police approaching, and because I know I'm more likely to get stopped and searched, you've dropped whatever you've got in it. You've got rid
dust
of
in the
it.
hedge.
You know
Well, fun.
situations. More time, you already know any.
Yeah,
So how is that going? That ain't going to reduce it. It's increasing stop and search. If anything, is just making us more wary of what to look out for because there's
that's
always a way around it. I mean, how many times when you was younger did you get stopped and searched?
what I'm saying. I've been stopped like ridiculous times. To be, I think the most I got stopped in a week was like 4 times.
Fam,
Four times, bro.
you still
And
get
when they stop me, do you know what it is? It's not the stop and search itself. It's the people stopping and searching you, innit? Do you get what I'm saying?
the way
So
they treat you, innit?
yeah, when I got stopped and
Guilt,
searched, bro,
you're guilty. Why they're stopping and searching you, even if you ain't done nothing, you're guilty.
that's what I'm saying. And when they're
Oh,
doing it, they're coming with some foolish excuses on it.
bruv, the one time I got stopped on my way from work, I was in my work uniform.
Yeah,
In my uniform, you could see I just come from work. They were telling me there'd been a robbery in the area. It was about, I don't know, about half an hour ago. You matched the description, blah, 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 blah. I just left work.
yeah,
I just finished my shift like 20 minutes before that. So you're stopping me. What's your name? They asked me, what's your name? So I just unzipped my jacket and showed them my name badge on it.
yeah,
It was like, is that your real name? And I was like, would I be wearing it if it's not my real name? Why would I take it home?
yeah.
My name is blah 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 blah. I've just finished work. I finished my shift at rare. Family made me stand there for a drive-by identification.
That's dumb.
I just
But this
finished
is
in my
yeah.
uniform.
The interaction's never good in it.
You instantly criminalized. They treat you like
It's true.
like a criminal instantly, and it's like I remember. Do you still get the yellow slips when they stop and search you?
Supposed to. Sometimes they try palms you off. Someone just wrote their name down on the list and then dipped off on that.
Yeah. I used to have a shoebox. I had a shoebox, yeah, full of them yellow slips. My mum made me. She
That's what I'm
said,
saying.
collect them. And then my mum took the shoebox down to the police station. How mad is that?
That's what I'm saying. That's mad. But then sometimes there's been a few times. I wouldn't even know which experience to draw. There was one that was just dumb.
Yeah.
There's two that was dumb. One I was walking home, then it came with that usual, you match the description.
Yeah.
Robber, blah blah blah. And I
Sure.
was like, yeah,
Crime that's happened in the area.
yeah, robbery. I was like, robbing what? They're like TVs. I was like, yeah. When did this
What's
happen?
the description?
Yeah, yeah. Obviously the description's me in it.
What's the description? And they're looking at you,
Yeah.
telling you, like looking at you for details and that. I was wearing
A grey
wearing
tracksuit. You get me? Yeah.
a tracksuit on. Pulling details off you live and direct, man. It's disgusting.
But this is what I'm saying. So I was like, yeah, what did they rob then? It's like a TV. I was like, how long ago was this?
Can you see a
It's
TV?
like within the last 10 minutes. I was like, all right. So where's the TV? And I said, I robbed the TV and I'm just casually walking home.
Oh, fam. It's
That
disgusting.
made no sense, innit?
Yeah, you just drop the TV in the bush. Let me just walk around for a bit, make sure the coast is clear.
The worst one was match the description of an armed robber. And I was like, yeah, and I'm armed and I'm just out here just
Armed,
strolling
armed and
casually.
dangerous. You're approaching me like it's calm. Like,
Yeah.
I've got nothing on me, but you're like, no, I should have something on me, sorry. But yet you're still approaching me. Stupid.
But here the joke. Our man said, on my mom's life, our man said, yeah, but that's the thing. the victim was believed to be armed, but we now believe that it wasn't an actual arm. He was using a banana under his top.
So you told me this one before.
Bro,
I think I know you telling me when it happened, you know.
these keys are mugging me off, bro. Like,
In a bu-
just,
in a bu- But was that a racial pun?
I think it was, undercover.
Racial pun, you know.
I was
Man was
young at the time.
fun and he was bored on his shift.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Dickhead geezers done. But what do you think would reduce knife crime? Because obviously I don't think stop and search is effective. They've already established. Is it in America they've established that? They've said it's not effective.
Yeah, I think
So
so.
what would be effective to
I don't
reduce?
know. Do you know why? Because it's multi-layered, isn't it?
Yeah, it's deep. It's very
I'm
deep
just I'm trying to collect my thoughts. It's multi-layered, man.
because it's not just
Like stop and search, yeah, is is the end. It's not a cure in it. It's not
yeah,
prevention, is it?
no,
So to
definitely
stop it, you'd have to find preventative measures on it in order to reduce it. So people have other options that are viable.
yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying? As alternative to other things. Obviously, everyone's not gonna get caught in that net, but you have to put procedures in place to try and reduce it. But
yeah, of course. What now?
in this day and age,
Yeah, in this
sorry,
day. No,
it's
carry on.
the opposite, innit? Because you had like austerity cuts and all that.
Yeah,
When any um cuts to funding happen, it's always public sector in it. So that's like schools, freaking leisure centers, all these things in it. So
that's basically taken away from the community where you can reach people at the most vulnerable. It's them
yeah, that's true.
situations where you're taking money away from the places you actually want to target these people.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? To
Yeah,
put it into stop and search and that. But that do you remember when they did them drop off boxes for
yeah.
firearms
Like
and
the gun amnesties and that, the
yeah,
knife amnesties.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
didn't that reduce didn't that, weren't they successful?
I don't know, I'd have to look into that.
And the thing is that like stop me if I'm wrong. Someone say something if I'm wrong, but I swear that was effective. So if that was effective, instead of making it a periodic thing, why wouldn't you make that a continuous thing? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. So
So
like ongoing,
yeah,
like all that are cutting in it.
yeah, because then people are like, all right, then I've got this. I don't want it. I need to go and get rid of it. So I'm going to go and know I can openly get rid of this, and nothing's going to happen to me.
But the dangerous side to stopping and searching is through it already happening, yeah,
Yeah,
and how it was implemented and carried out. It's
yeah,
already marginalized the group of people in it.
massively.
You get me? So then on the flip side, then say if you're just an average Joe, you have no intention of being a criminal, carrying a knife, whatever, and then someone does you a wrong in it,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
but you've already been mistreated by the people that you should be able to confide in if shit goes wrong.
yeah.
Well, how do you level it out, or what do you do in order to protect yourself? Do you get me?
You end up taking matters into your own hands.
Exactly. And then in some scenarios, if a man does you wrong, you're gonna have to end up being like a vigilante in it, because
Exactly.
you can't trust and confide in the people that are supposed to be there to protect you in it. Instead, they've mistreated you in it. So there's no relationship between, you get me, like black people and the police, bro, and there's never gonna be one. How can you confide in the people that have openly helped to oppress you in it? It's not gonna happen.
No, it's true. I can't even debate that. No, in my head, me trying to play devil's advocate, I'm trying to think of like an objective side to that, but there isn't one. It's the truth.
Yeah,
You end up in situations where out of fear and knowing you, if you went to the police, they'd be like, "Well, there's nothing we can do. Nothing's happened. It's just a threat. Blah 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 blah. Can't do anything about
yeah,
it." So then you're genuinely scared because you know what people are capable of. You
that's
end up
true.
leaving the house with something to protect yourself. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah,
situations go wrong, and 9 times out of 10, you're the one carrying a knife, but it'll probably get turned on you. You'll probably be the one that gets hurt with the knife in the end of the day. For
or
sure.
you'll be the one who gets stopped in
Exactly.
it. Yeah,
You're going to be the one
yeah,
that gets in trouble. You're the one that's going to end up being in hospital.
yeah.
because you were that scared you had to walk with a knife in the first place. It's a horrible thing, man.
But then you see how you're saying like it's multifaceted. It's like, all right, then there's a small majority in it within like music, films, and all this in it. So within those media channels and within that context, if there's people that look like you and just like you that propagate some violence things in it, then by default, it seems like you take on that identity in it. Yo,
Fam, are you back?
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Live and direct, clear. Say that again.
Yo, I said within a small proportion in it, within like media channels, media platforms,
Yeah,
and TV, like there's a small proportion of people that look like you and just like you that propagate certain things in it.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And it seems like by default, you take on that identity as well, innit?
yeah.
Like
Very true.
you're viewed that same way, innit? So when they're saying stats like 2/3 of people under 25 are black, innit? Then that's created that anyone under 25 is black, like you're gonna have a knife in it, even though the statistics skewed because it's under 25. They've
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
cut it off. Do you get me? It's not the full statistic. So what's the statistics for over 25?
Yeah, that's true. Because I'm sure it would drop off. It must be a massive drop for them to
Yeah,
for them to be concentrating on under 25, over
yeah,
20.
yeah.
It can't be. It can't be that deep. It
Yeah, that
can't.
must be where it's most prevalent, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But obviously, there's people over 25 that walk with stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
There's people from all walks of life, isn't it?
they're the most influential, and I'm guessing under 25s. So you've
Mm.
got, I don't know. I don't want to blame media. I never want to blame media. I never want to blame music. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But people do, and they will see that, and they will see what's being said in songs, and the violence that's in songs and stuff like that, and they will put that on the kids. But I think it's just society in general, because
yeah,
obviously society in general affects the things that are in the media and are in the music, and people seem to have that misconstrued, and I think it's the media pushing the narrative on children when really it's society pushing the narrative on media. But
yeah.
that's a whole other conversation.
Because what's that called now? That's called like ethnography in it. So that's like friggin' you're talking about your culture and the differences between your culture and your interaction within the environment that you live in. It.
Oh, okay, that's a
So
new
it's
word.
basically like that.
That's a new word for me.
But but you see what you're saying, devil advocate. The other side to the argument would be, right? Can you tell, say, a mother whose child has been a victim of knife crime that stop and search isn't a viable means to bringing down knife crime?
Yeah, that's true. You know.
Do you get me? You couldn't tell that to a mother who's been a victim of it directly, innit? Her
No.
view on the situation, from being wrongfully stopped and that to someone who's been a victim, your view on the whole situation is different, isn't it?
Yeah, because you'd probably want everyone stopped and searched,
That's what I'm saying.
every last person.
Yeah, of
But
course.
you've got to think of the places it happens. Like how many police how many police are there in the streets compared to the number of civilians?
Yes, minuscule, isn't it?
You can't stop and search everybody. But then there shouldn't be discrimination either.
It's true.
You know what I mean? There should be some sort of fair system to it, not just oh that's a minority. He looks suspect. Let's stop and search
Mm.
him. Let's stop and search him because of the color of his skin. Um, there must be some sort of system to it. I mean,
Like racial profiling and that.
yeah, I mean, if it comes down to stats, if they got statistics that we haven't, and they're saying right, this minority is, that's the majority of people that are going out and stabbing people. So anyone you see of that in this group, search them.
But you see, like when I went to uni, yeah, and you had to find like freaking correlation and that, and you had to search a certain data analysis. You see the thing with statistics, you can modify them to suit what it is that you want to say in it.
Yeah, yeah, to suit your agenda and
Yeah, so it's never a full like representative of the actual thing that is. That don't make sense. It's never a full representation of what it is that you're looking into. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
And,
yeah. But
and it's never really gonna be everyone. Like you'll have like a sample base, and then you'll generalize that sample base for everyone. So you see when they're saying like 1 in 10 people is this,
yeah, 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 yeah.
in turn because you haven't done it to everyone. It's
Like,
1 in 10 of
just the 10 people that you spoke to, and
yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's just
so you use that to push your agenda, and that is true. And then it comes back down to the prison systems and money and slavery, and it's a nasty cycle, man.
just one mad.
Um,
So this stop and search thing, I don't know. It's just I don't know. Cause let me touch on this quickly on it.
Go on, go on.
There's that there's a so yeah, when I looked on the stats, yeah, since 2011, yeah.
Yeah,
In in 2011, the year following that, 2013, 14, and 15, knife crime dropped in it.
yeah,
And it started to rise again since 2016 and 17, innit?
right.
And then 2018 is the highest. This is according to stats, as
Yeah,
a side note.
like near enough every other day on the news now.
But then why are you saying that most violent attacks, not the most violent,
Yeah,
most violent attacks, they don't involve weapons? Do you get me?
yeah, 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 yeah.
According to stats. So most violence that happens in day-to-day life doesn't involve the use of a knife or a sharp object. Huh?
Or it's more physical, like hands.
Yeah.
Feet.
Getting punched up
Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah.
getting licked or getting glassed and that. Do you get me?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But then also the number of stop and searches since 2010 have dropped from like over 1 million to just over 200,000 now, innit? So
Oh,
since then it's been falling, but
yeah.
then that doesn't suggest that that correlates with the rise in knife crime because in 2015
But
and
that's what they're
16,
trying to put together. That
yeah,
because stop and search has dropped, knife crimes risen.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But then the initial one shows that 13, 14, and 15, it was at its lowest. But then in those years, police stop and searches were still falling.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah.
So, don't know. It's
It's,
multifaceted, man.
it's a difficult one. I think they need to do more work within the communities, and it all comes down to education. At the end of the day, you're always going to get someone. It's human nature at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Look, you look back
Yeah,
as far as history goes. We were using swords and spears, and
I'm
we've been using
saying
all sorts. It's human nature, and that's what it all boils down to.
it's
Trying to
true.
trying to take that instinct out of a human being. I don't know, man. It's trying to freaking draw blood from a stone. You're always it's DNA, and it's in your DNA. It's there. You can't fight that.
You see what I'm saying about editing stats in it, right? So you see what I just said about all these so-called stats in it,
Yeah,
in air quote.
yeah.
Yeah, they're England and Wales in it, but then actually Scotland had the highest amount of knife crime.
Is it? And,
Yeah,
and Scotland's
but
small as well, isn't it?
that's what I'm saying. So Scotland knife crime was the highest.
So what's going on in Scotland for it to be like that?
That's all the different things in it, like
Yeah, that's what.
Catholics, Protestants, and all that. But
Yeah,
apparently their knife crimes come down in it because of police intervention and that. But obviously in the UK it's different in it because the racial what would you say? The people of different races and ethnicities is more vast than it.
oh yeah, way more,
So
way more.
it's gonna be it'd be harder here, man.
Yeah, it's true. Is it just is it just more black people now than there was before? That's why the stats have changed.
Props.
This is what we're taking. Is that what's going on? People of color are just taking over.
Apparently, in it, that's what they say.
Are we the majority in the country now?
No, it's minority in that.
Well, if you grouped us all together,
Yeah.
like anybody of color, anybody that isn't white, would we be the majority or
Nah,
will be the minority?
minority.
Taking over, bro.
Nine. See, this every you see when people say, yeah, this they're taking over everywhere. You're not, when like we're not. Like you see when I work in it, when you think yeah. Say go to I don't know. Where can you go? Say where can you go? Don't know.
Are you
Say
a
huh?
minority area or a majority area? Is what you're trying to think of, or what?
Yeah, yeah. I'm just trying to think of somewhere that's a good example.
Predominantly white or something?
Say I go to Nottingham, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Asians and black people, blah 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 in it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Nottingham is in Nottinghamshire, innit? Nottinghamshire is bigger than Nottingham, and in Nottinghamshire, it's predominantly white. So
Oh,
where's the most people then? Do you get
yeah,
me?
yeah, yeah, yeah. When you forget about the countries, and when you think about cities and that, cities are very multicultural.
Yeah,
But then you go
yeah,
out
but
and you go the area surrounding,
yeah, they're not like villages and that. They're not, bro.
it's
It's
mainly
like Derbyshire. Derbyshire is massive, bro.
yeah,
It's predominantly white, isn't it? Like it's just the cities, isn't it?
yeah. I get that. I get that. That's mad.
It's mad.
It's mad, blood.
It's mad.
It's mad. But while we're on the subject of white supremacy and black suppression.
Was we though? I don't know. We was talking about stopping
Nah,
flirts,
nah,
right?
I'm ramping, man. I'm ramping. Freaking out, turn into Huey Newton and that. My brother
Trust me.
and that.
It was a raw.
Wakanda forever, my G.
Fred
Wakanda.
Hampton and that. Yeah. Did
Um,
you
go
was
on.
you one of them Wakanda Forever's on that? Doing the
Wakanda.
X on that?
Nah, I weren't,
Stop live, blood.
I like that. I swear, man. I like the
I
film.
feel like you're the I feel like you're the type and that, so like you're Wakanda.
Yeah. Nah, bro. I'm Huey Newton, Black Panther, not frigging Wakanda, Black Panther. Done. That weren't me. Like it was calm, and I like Black Panther. Don't get me twisted. Like, it was a good film, and I just don't think it was what everyone gassed it to be.
I see you were wearing a daishiki and
Maybe.
you was in it. I know you was.
I didn't even go cinema to watch it from.
My
That's
st-
that's
my stream
how,
I streamed it.
hey, shush, man, you're trying to get me locked.
I was joking. You did that. You watched that at the cinema, man.
Because since when I had Black Panther shit, yeah. You see how
Yeah,
everyone went to the cinema to
yeah,
break box offices for the black films,
yeah.
black this, black that. You're still going to the white people cinema.
It's true.
And
Honest.
people gonna get this wrong. People gonna start thinking we're racist and that. No, listen,
Nah, not even.
man, ain't no racist out here, no G.
That's fair. You can't be anyway.
Never am half.
There
I'm
you go.
Ovis, best of both. No one can never call me racist.
There you go. Then you're the card in it.
You know what I mean?
If
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
But
Yes. So what is he gonna touch on?
I was going to touch on this Stormzy topic.
Go on then. Touch it.
Stormzy accused Oxford University of rejecting his offer to fund 2 scholarships for Black British students.
Da-na-na-na.
But haven't they come back and said they didn't reject it?
Yeah, they did, you know.
So what did they do then?
So I don't know. Apparently he pitched it to them first and they
Yeah,
said no. I took it to Cambridge. But then it seems like they're saying, nah, you didn't. But we'd be happy to work for you we'd be happy to work with you in the future.
now it's in the eye of the media.
Yeah, yeah, that's all it is, isn't it?
Now it's a big thing.
Mm-hmm. It's got media attention in it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That's dumb. You can't just jump on the bandwagon. Now he's taking it to Cambridge. Like,
It's true. If it did reject it though, it just shows you in some aspects you can't just buy your way into those things, and it like
now it's very true because weren't there like a big gap of no black students in, was it Oxford or Cambridge? I don't even know the facts. I'm sure there was a big gap with a small amount of black students. That's why Stormzy was doing it.
yeah.
I don't even know the facts. I'm literally speculating here. I'm going off the top of my head from something I read. I think it was a couple of days ago. I'm just literally freestyling.
I feel like the undertone of it is to show like that you can be in those environments in it. Like you can get into those scenarios and you are worthy of being in them in it. Like it's not exclusive to you in it.
Yeah.
It's trying to bridge that gap in it, and maybe what he's doing is good in it, and maybe it will give more people incentives.
Why is it now? It's taken right. We've had all these black superstars. Why is it
Yeah,
taking till now for Stormzy to come in, take over the grime scene? He's brought out a freaking book, and now he's doing
yeah,
things like this. Like, why is it taking till now for someone to have their head screwed on that much and not be selfish to think about other people?
it's true.
Or is it
But
just
then maybe,
gone?
maybe that's the start of something, isn't it?
I hope it sort of started something amazing. I hope it started for something incredible because
Thing.
these people have got the power to level the playing field.
It's true.
They've got the influence, and someone like Stormzy. If you was to listen to his music, you'd just think he was any other fog. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Any other man on road is just doing his thing, whatever, only cares about music. But then if you look behind it, the guy's intelligent,
naive.
and I ain't being funny to be at that level in music and to write, continuous hits and music that catches and for people to be talking your name and blah blah blah. You've got to be intelligent.
It's true.
So all these men out there that are blowing up and they're killing it and they're going overseas, they're getting noticed in America, they're winning awards, they've got that audience on them. You're intelligent, do something with it for you, even if it's just for the community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if
So
they are,
then
we don't hear about it enough.
it's true. So maybe that's what it is, isn't it? Because it's in the public image. It's to the forefront where there's always gonna be people that are just day-to-day people that are doing things on it as well.
Yeah, it's true.
But then what you're saying, like intelligent and being smart, they're not the same thing, innit?
I don't know.
Like you could read and be smart in a specific area, but intelligence is like you could be intelligent in life, innit?
Exactly.
But people, when you say someone's smart, it always it's associated to like being book smart, innit?
Yeah, yeah, people do.
It's
And
true. It's like, for
it's
example, like Mayweather. Then this is just random example.
yeah.
Like some people saying he can't read, whatever. But then, like what he's saying, put me in a boxing ring and I'd be able to solve the Da Vinci Code. And that. Do you get me?
Yeah, because he knows it down to a T.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's where his intelligence and his skill set shines, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because he's a genius, isn't it? In boxing,
Exactly. I'm a strong believer in no one's stupid.
nah, no one's stupid.
No, nobody
Every,
in this planet is stupid.
everyone just has their areas of excellence in it.
Yeah, yeah, excellence. Yeah, I was going to say expertise, but yeah, excellent.
Yeah, same difference. Really.
Excellence. Like in my line of work, I get that many people that come from, say, they come from college, university. They've done their courses, they've qualified, but
Yeah,
they've just been doing that. They don't know anything. When they come to the practical side and actually come into work,
yeah.
it's like I have to teach them so much. But
Like they're good in the theory side, but not the
yeah, when it comes to theory,
fine.
amazing. I know everything. When it comes to actually doing the job, I ain't got a clue. But then me,
Yeah,
I haven't been to college. I haven't been to university. I've just learned on the job, and I just happened to be good at it. And it's a case of I could tell you how to do anything in that job, but if you asking me the technical terms for it, don't know it. You know what I mean? And that could come,
yeah,
and that's to someone that's got all the qualifications in the world. I could come across stupid to them. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like if you wasn't in the same building as me, and you didn't know what I could do, but I said, "Oh, I do this for a living," and you was like, "Oh, I've studied.
yeah.
I know everything about that." Oh, cool. We have a conversation. I'd come across as an idiot, but then you put it in front of me, and I'd destroy everybody.
But that's where being book smart people try to gain like superiority in it. Like, yeah, but I got this grade, I got
Yeah,
this. Saying, yeah, but
I don't think that's a fair judgment. But do you remember when we were younger and you brought the idea to me? I think it was GCSEs and stuff and a grade, and it basically turns us into cattle. And
yeah,
do you still believe that?
yeah.
It ca-
Uh,
it is a big. It categorizes you and it categorizes
yeah, yeah,
instantly before you've even left school. So then that limits you.
yeah, it does.
You know what I mean?
Like that grade on a paper can determine like your future prospects in it. Even so, then it's like by weight. There's two man in it. One goes for the job. One's got A star. One's got C.
Yeah,
You say you're automatically gonna assume the one A star is more,
yeah, yeah,
fit for a role or more capable. It's not necessarily the case, man. But
exactly.
really, you just get a job in it, so you are kettle. But then
But then you in
just
from that cattle, you get your cattle grade from school.
you branding and that.
Yeah, you get your branding. The burn it in your frigging back or whatever. That can alter your whole mental state when it comes to learning and
Yeah,
working. Like
feel
if you
like you're not good enough and like not
yeah,
smart enough in
yeah,
it.
no, I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna go work in McDonald's because
Yeah,
I'm stupid. I ain't
yeah,
smart enough.
that's too hard for me, and it that's too smart. Like, you
I
know what I
can't
mean?
go to college because I got this, and this. I can't go here because I got this and this and this. And then you've got these people that have got all these theories, and they're like, yeah, I can go this, I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, but this is essentially you have like theory. So if you did the exam in a theory sense, say whatever it is, you might
Mm.
flop it. But if you did it in a practical sense, you would shine on it.
Yeah, 100%.
So in some ways, you should have. In some, you do have theory and practical in it, but you might be better at practical. So if that's
Theory.
what you're better at, there should be a way that it focuses on that. Innit?
It should be because I remember they used to give us some tests in school, and it used to tell you what type of learner you was.
Yeah, yeah,
Was it theory, practical? I'm sure there was some. No, was it visual?
yeah. Some people learn by watching. Some people learn by doing it. But I
Yeah,
can't remember what they are.
it was. I'm sure. I think it was visual, audio, and practical, or something like that. I don't know. I'm sure there was three.
Yeah, I remember doing it. To be fair,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm. Love all that. Like what Storms is doing is incredible.
it's big. Getting people into that institute is like what you're saying with that branding. You see, when it's like you're not good enough,
Yeah, yeah.
it has like a positive affirmation, like we are good enough. You can do it.
Well, it comes down.
Or and then it's carry on.
Oh, I was going to say it comes down to right. You've got your different brandings in it. So you've got your GCSE brandings, you've got your college brandings for the grades that you get, but then it comes
Yeah,
down to financial branding as well. If you're lower class,
yeah, you let and less on it.
exactly. So it's a combination of what you get in them brandings that determine how you succeed, and then that affects your mental state and your drive, really. And
Yeah,
so schemes like this, what Storms is doing, Oxford shouldn't be turning these things away because they could be turning away the next Einsteins, the next frigging Isaac Newtons. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Was who was one? There was one that went to uni and he hated it, and then he invented some mad shit. I don't know. Can't I don't know.
There's a few though in it.
Yeah, they've gone to uni. They hated it. It wasn't for them. They've come away and they're fucking geniuses. If history's taught us anything, it should be to nurture people as they are as individuals.
Yeah, but that requires too much time and effort in it. Whereas you just have a set format, you apply it to everyone. Whoever shines through that format just goes through in it. And those that don't, you get me, you
But
fall down the ranking in somewhere.
on the other hand, is that why we're not getting these Einsteins and Isaac Newton? We don't hear about people like that these days.
That's
Or-
true.
You know what I
But
mean?
then
That
it's like the sense of the achievable and what's possible in it. So then, in short, like there's a lot of kids in that are looking to want to be like a rapper or a footballer. They're the things that are seen as being achievable to you in it, rather than being like a rocket scientist or a computer programmer or whatever. Do you get me? These things are not seen as
don't you think that's
what's the
fucking
word?
so done? Like, how is it that these things that are practically near enough unachievable because there's only a select few spaces
Yeah, yeah. It's a trap in it.
to be a rapper, to be a fucking footballer, and then you've got
Yeah,
things that you think are unreachable, like being a rocket science, being like a top frigging I don't know, lab technician, whatever,
yeah,
reachable, and no one goes for them. Well, people go for them, but not as many people would. Why are we glorifying entertainment when entertainment? Not to knock anybody's grind or anything like that. Frigging, I love entertaining myself, but back in the day, that was a court jester thing. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
That was seen as the lowest form of frigging of work.
But then you have to have some kind of practicality in your approach and say that that's few and far between in it. Like you have to actually have a talent at music. Like you actually have to have a talent at sport in it. You can't just do them in it.
Yeah, true,
Yeah,
true.
that's why natural selection if you believe in that, innit? Like you have no say on whether you're good at football or not, innit? You either are or you're not.
Wow, that's debatable though, isn't it? Really, because like if you train and you work hard enough, look how many like what's there's a saying in it. What's the saying? Like hard work beats talent
Talent. Yeah,
every time.
yeah, that's true. But then to work hard, you'd have to have some kind of basis in it. Do you know?
True, 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 true. Yeah, because if you just whack and that you had 2 left feet, you can't kick a ball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they've got no bars on that. I think that's what Storm is doing because if you analyze it, he's a musician, but he's trying to promote people to go into institute to do alternative things in it rather than
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
everyone. But then if you look around, yeah, you know George the poet in it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
He went to Cambridge in it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, yeah. But he's another example of someone, and he makes music and that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
With the spoken word and that. And a few occasions he's been on Christian time and that as well. And he's got some foundations to help helping kids in it.
Yeah, that's good, man. We need more of that.
Working with the BBC, that's what I'm saying.
We need more of that. I don't think
More of that, more of that.
because obviously I don't I ain't even gonna say that. We need more of it.
There's been a criticism of Stormzy's thing though, just to give balance to it.
So what's to be done? That's what we're here for.
The criticism was, why instead of pushing people into that institution, why not create some other institution or try and give them funding to create something of their own
it's a good argument, but Oxford, Cambridge, they're established things. So say Stormzy funds 2 people. These 2 people have their scholarship. They're successful. They've got Oxford, or no, not Oxford, because Oxford turned them away. They've got Cambridge. They've just got that name alone on their degree, on their CV, on whatever. Just that alone will push them so many miles more forward than going somewhere else. You know what I mean?
It's like a stamp of approval in it because they're like elite institutes, so to speak.
Elite institutes. They could do something on their own, but then it comes down to freaking. All right, then you like. I think I said something to you earlier about JD. You go into JD, you've got Nike trainers, and then you've got some trainers that you've never heard of before. You look at the trainers that you never heard of before, like, yeah, they're calm. But what is the consumer most likely to buy? The name is recognized, isn't it?
That's true.
And that's going to go for work. And that's going to go for everything. So I understand people saying, yeah, it should be funding them to do their own thing. But in time, innit? Because he can get these people, once he's built up his scholarship, he's got people through, he can get them to give back, you know what I mean? And they can do something else. He might be funding them with that in mind.
It's smart.
Get that name behind them, and then they can set up their own thing, and they've all come through that name. So that name's going to be through whatever they've set up. Help more people, you know what I mean?
It's smart because then it's like you put someone in an elite establishment, so the level of education and resources and facilities is going to exceed going to just a good establishment, saying it.
Yeah.
Of a better word. So it's good to put people in that establishment, get that exposure to the things what you wouldn't necessarily be exposed to.
Yeah.
Then you extract it and then take it with you and then be able to pass it on to other people.
100%, man.
Do you get me? That makes sense.
That's it. It's perfect. It's clever, intelligent, man.
But then to others, the other way might make sense, to like try and fund people to set up things within the community that you're already living in.
Exactly.
Do you get me? So some people might get towards that.
If you're listening to this, Stormzy, and you just heard that, and that wasn't what you had intended, and you've just got the idea from us, you know where we're at.
Trust me.
Give you my bank account details for the idea.
12%.
Hashtag MERKY 2018 is what it is, my G.
Trust me.
Oh man. Yeah, anything else we're gonna touch?
Shall we do like the news and that, and on like a lighter note and that? It's not even lighter, you know.
I know
to be something, but I don't know if it's light. It's not really light, is it?
Is it like this? This could be a big discussion, already.
It's not light. That's what I'm saying. It's not light, is it?
Well, nah, you know what? We'll do it anyway. But it's gotta be quick though, because I gotta go pop these bottles, man, and celebrate.
Oops, yeah, right.
Hey,
WK the Ice.
hey. Fam,
Jeez.
where's this WK fam? You know I'm a brandy drinker. Don't degrade me like that.
Oh yeah, you drink straight in it. Nah, this is short in it. So basically, in short,
Oh, God.
yeah. Pensioner, 69, who identifies as being 45, wants to legally change his age so he can pull on Tinder. But the Tinder bit sensationalism and it
Yeah,
to
but
get. But then when you actually read it, basically saying he went doctors and they told him he's got a body of a 45-year-old.
this
So
one's.
then he wants to legally change his age from 69 to 45.
Why would you want to change your age? Like, if you wanted to change your age, you just go on settings. I think you do anyway. You go to your profile like you would on most freaking social media sites. And you change your name, like y'all them are been doing for centuries. What is the
It's
owner
true.
going to legally change his name for?
His age, I don't know.
For
But
what?
basically, what he's saying is, yeah, his argument is transgender people are allowed to change their sex. So he's been told that his body is of the age of 45, so he should
Oh,
be allowed to
no.
change his age.
This geezer's dead, man. Oh,
Yeah, but then you gotta say the transgender movement, the great areas that is open doors in it
yeah,
of what
no one can say no.
people think they identifiers in it.
So really, if someone's going to turn around and say, "Ah, this is stupid," then really they should be thinking that argument's stupid as well, is
Yeah, yeah.
because it's just the same.
It is. It's what you identify as
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
It's that keyword feel in it. I feel like I'm 20, 45.
But what was going through my head is, one day we're all just going to be nothing. Like we're not
No.
you're gonna come to it. It's just gonna be your name, and that your name.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be. There's gonna be no genders. There's gonna be, if this geezer succeeds, there's gonna be no such thing as age.
Yeah. You can.
In his argument, this comes back down to time, because age is a measure of time, is.
Yeah.
So if you feel time doesn't exist, then really age shouldn't.
But within that, in the framework that has been using for 69 years, you're 69, and it like, do
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get me? Like you're 69 years old, but like you're not 45, where he feels like he's 45.
Have you seen
That
him?
would just to me suggest that you're in good health, innit? Like,
Yeah, yeah. You'd be happy about it. Really, that's a trophy, is. He's 69.
yeah.
You're 69. They've told you got a body of a 45-year-old. Wear that as a badge of honor, innit? Don't
That's
try
what
and
I'm saying.
change your age just because that's what your body looks like. And then a couple of years down the line, you freaking deteriorate and then you start looking like you freaking 80. You changed your age to 65. You shut yourself in the foot, innit? You look like a dickhead.
So I mean, the lines are blurred in it. So then it's like how someone feels in it. So it's like now you can just identify as what you wanted to identify as in it. So that
I feel 10 years
yeah,
younger. I'm changing my age.
yeah, I want to legally change my. So I'm thinking to myself, what if I try that in it?
Yeah.
So come Monday morning, yeah, and then the geezer was like, "Why? Where was you today?" So I don't know. It felt like it was Sunday in it. So
Nah, that's
I
mad.
just,
It's true. It's
I
true.
just stayed at home. I
Oh,
just stayed. Do you get me?
it's true. Yeah, yeah. I
Just
Why weren't you in work today? Oh, I identify Mondays as Sundays now.
I feel like Monday's Sunday. Like, do you mean like
I feel. Can't change.
feel? You know, the
Feel.
feels emotion, bro. Like it's not.
Yeah,
It's not logical, in it. It's emotional.
that's mad. So how would that work? Would he have to change if he was to change his age? Would he then have to change his date of birth?
Yeah, he wants to change his date of birth, innit?
He wants to change the year he was born.
Yeah, basically, even though he wasn't born in that year, so it's just I don't understand.
But then
I don't know.
that's messed up then, because then you didn't exist for, hold on, is that 20 years he wants to knock off? You didn't exist for 20 years.
That's what I mean.
You just erased 20 years of your life just because you want to appear younger and fucking
It was zero in it. So then your whole life was fraudulent. So
reset.
then
Dickhead.
Wife man out and saying, "Hey, I feel life of grown men." I'm like, "Yo, I feel like I'm 15."
Have you seen
Feel
him?
me?
Fam, have you seen him? Have you seen a picture of him?
Yeah, there's a picture of him still.
He looks like Rolf Harris. The picture that I'm
Yeah,
looking
it's probably why I don't want to change his
at. He's just fam, he's probably Rolf Harris's son.
Bro, his cousin or something.
Yeah,
It looks,
trying to erase it. Innit?
it
Get it
looks
out.
like him.
There's something
It's,
suspect about them 20 years he's trying to knock off.
it's mad. So this is where the world's going now. Like,
I think so.
that's how you feel and that
I think
mad thing.
it must be.
Mad. It's mad.
I'm
It's mad.
just gonna start going gym and lifting freaking 20 kg and saying I feel like it's 100.
Man's wham out here, you know.
Trust me.
Go to a powerlifting meet and
Put 2 10s on the
feel,
bar.
it feels like it's 100.
I feel like it's a world record. Put that in the Guinness Book record. That's how I feel. I'll take you to court if you don't.
Trust me, that's mad.
Dead.
Everyone's talking about, yeah, but I feel like I identify it.
Dead all that, fam. You are what you are, and like
Trust me.
you live with it, and I get gassed if I get ID'd now for alcohol.
Why 69 on Tinder anyway? Man's trying to get his leg over on that.
And the young ones, and not even that young. Jeez.
In there, apparently, he said when he put 69, no one's on it, but when he puts 49, girl, them are on it, fam. You get me?
Just do that. Like, just you got to legally change it for.
Just don't put your A's in that.
He just wants to continue to lie, and
Trust me, he's in there. He's trying to draw them younger chicks, isn't it?
Is that the equivalent though? If you're transgender, yeah, you're a man, you've turned into a woman, and then you haven't had the sex change. You can think of that. It comes down to it. Is that the equivalent when he pulls out his ID? It's not the same, is it? Is it the same though? Is it the same? You have to pull out his driving license like back at the thing. The thing as a woman. Oh man, I'm done, man. I'm done for the day, man.
Fuck this geezer how he feels.
Fuck his feelings, Dan.
Trust me.
Fuck his feelings. You feel 49. Good for you, man. Embrace it. Embrace your age. Deal with it, innit?
What a guy.
Trust me. Shout out to my man. What's his name? Emile Ratelband. Shout out to you, my G. Just live life, man. Live life as a 69-year-old that looks good for his age, innit?
Trust me. Just live your life.
Fam, imagine though, if that happened, bare black people would be trying to change their age, you know.
Trust me. Yo, nah, man's not 40, man's 22, fam. No, you're not, blood. Used to go school with my dad and that. You
Trust me. No, you are.
Trust me.
Oh, man.
It's just opening a can of worms, isn't it?
Yeah, another one.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I can kind of sympathize with the transgender. I don't understand it, but it makes way more sense than this.
This is him in it, like.
Yeah, you're gonna get all these come out the woodworks now. You're being ageist.
That's probably gonna be the new thing, isn't it?
What are you being ageist for?
Discrimination by age, isn't it? Because you're saying about job and that.
Yeah.
When you apply for a job, like,
fam, you've retired. You're 69-year-old. Don't enjoy your retirement, G.
And he's trying to say you'll take his retirement back 20 years on that, so he'll save money on that. He's trying all sorts of things.
No, he's calculated, you know. I bet he's got some underhand frigging plot.
I don't know what he's doing.
Clever man. I bet he's figured it out.
He just needs to love it, innit?
We're in the Matrix, man. I've decided, man. This is the Matrix. All this madness. The code's fucked.
Bit agents on that, man.
Get out.
Well, WKD's waiting.
It is done.
Girls just don't wanna have fun.
Put it on ice, 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 baby. Ding, 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 ding. Do you remember that?
Yeah, the tune on that.
Do you mean, man? That was the jam. That, well, look here, acting too cool for school, and that was the jam.
Nah,
Yeah.
the other one was better. Informer. Whatever it is.
Oh,
Snow.
you
Snow
used to
was
do the
back.
running man, my G. You
Huh?
used to do the running man. Remember the running man, the
Did I
dance?
used to do it?
Hammer. I used to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
I used to have a
I
pair of
try.
them. You know them. You remember the MC Hammer? You used to have them
Yeah.
trousers,
What? That's what trousers look like now, though, innit?
the Hammer pants. I had a pair
Yeah.
of Hammer pants, my G.
No, I didn't still. I probably just jumped. I was like, oh, oh, oh. You get me?
Yeah, I had the trousers to do it.
Just
Yeah,
getting friction burn off the carpet and that. Oh, oh.
your foot button. Yeah, nothing was the same. All right, my done.
Nah,
I'm out anyway.
all right, mate. Yeah, it's
I
been
know.
a good one. It's fun, like, you know what I mean?
Yes, as usual.
I hope to see you again in the future, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because it was magical, man. I'm telling you, it was magical.
magical. It was good seeing you. Yeah. We should do this again next week.
All right, mate, just tell me when and I'll be there. I'm down, man. I'm down.
All right, mate. All
You
right.
don't have to tell me twice, man. It's absolutely Boston episode, like, you know what I mean? So,
You're too good at that. Behave yourself.
slave you to it, kids. Your WKDs on ice.
It's on.
And I'm gonna go probably watch the new Sabrina.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I've seen that stuff. Let me know how it is.
It's all right
Watch,
still.
watch Bates Hotel.
Oh, bro, man's gone, cause man's
All
gotta
right,
go on.
calm my
All
G.
right, all right, cool, bro. Man's
Cool,
out,
bro.
yeah.
In a
All
bit.
right, hold it, yeah.
Hold it.
Calm,
Hold it.
calm.
Bless, bless, bless.